things कि लोग क्या कहेंगे, but eventually you understand, life tells you कि लोगों का काम है कहना, वो कुछ तो कहेंगे. Correct, that famous dialogue from the film. But if you're right, if your intention is right, if your intent is correct, you don't need to be scared of anything. It's as simple.
A very good evening to one and all present here today. I am Ms. Shruti Kuekar, a representative of the entrepreneurship cell VSET, and I welcome you all to the third session of the day. Now, I'd like to extend my warm welcome to our guest speaker for today, Mrs. Prachi Tehelan. It is said that nothing can stop you from shining if you have that spark within yourself. And Mrs. Prachi Tehelan is a quintessence in that sense. She found her passion in netball and basketball and went on to become the captain of the Indian netball team, which represented India in the 2010 Commonwealth Games and in other major Asian championships in 2010 to 11. Under her captaincy, the Indian team won its first medal in 2011 South Asian Beach Games. After having successfully created a mark in the Indian sports history, she went on to become a successful actress. Mrs. Prachi Tehelan has come along a journey that is an epitome for anyone who wants to achieve something in life. So without any further delay, let us now hear from Mrs. Prachi Tehelan herself about her incredible journey. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Shruti, for such a lovely introduction. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Great. So, first of all, again, thank you so much for having me. It is always a privilege to speak at a platform wherein you can, get that little difference in anybody's life who feels inspired with my own experiences. So, thank you so much for having me, and we can start the session.
Right, ma'am. Ma'am, so there are certain questions that I have. So, shall we start, ma'am?
Yes, please. Yes, I'm ready.
So, uh, actually, you've been a sportswoman and then you took a sudden leap into the acting industry. So how did you discover that actress within yourself? Because I remember me watching all your TV series like Diyar Bati Hum, and you've been playing you played a very bubbly character in that series. So how did you kind of pull off that character? So how was it managing this thing, acting field?
So first of all, I would like to tell you that acting was never it was never planned. It was never something I really wanted to do. I always wanted to, be a Miss World or a Miss Universe, and that never happened because I was into sports and I was so engrossed and involved in my sports career that I never got time to concentrate on that aspect of my life in terms of modeling. So that never happened, but somewhere it was there within me. But I never imagined myself as an actor. Since I've always been tall, people used to tell me, "Oh, you have a pretty face. You're tall. You should be a model. You should, go for Miss India, Miss Universe." But I was happy playing for country, and I think that got me a lot of respect, and it shaped my life. It made me a stronger person, and at the end of the day, honestly, it is all about destiny as well, and being at the right place at the right time, and that is something that worked for me. And I was working for Accenture as a consultant is when acting just happened to me out of nowhere. And Diya Aur Bati Hum ka production house, Shashi Sumit Production, the producers, they reached out to me on my Facebook fan page, and we ended up meeting each other. And then within a matter of 3 days, I ended up being an actor. So that's how acting happened. And honestly, it was very challenging, but also somewhere, if God, if that's what my belief is, if God had planned this career for me, He also, kind of prepared me for it during my sports days. So I've always been very hardworking, a quick learner. I think all those aspects really helped me be an actor and learn the acting skills very quickly. And I was fortunate enough to learn at a platform which was already an very established platform. The Aur Bati Hum show, which was like the biggest show since last 4 5 years of its existence, and got to work with the bestest of the actors, the best of the production house. So yes, I mean, the transition was difficult. It was challenging, but it was fun, and I believe it was the best time of my life. 2016 January to 2016 September. I was naive. I was around new people. I was in a new city, so everything was new, and it kind of I enjoyed my life the most at that time, to be honest.
Prachi, hi Prachi, I'm Atul Mishra. I'll be
Hi
co-hosting the
Atul.
event with Shruti. There's one more thing. You transitioned from sports to acting. So, what do
I
you think? Which
transitioned from sports to being a corporate woman. I worked for companies like Accenture, Deloitte, Philips for some projects, and I also worked for this company named as 1800 Sports as a director marketing. And then I became an actor. So acting ideally was a third profession I was venturing into and was trying out. And for me it feels I can do everything. I mean, it's just nothing seems very difficult until unless it is very technical.
it's
Because
very
I
clear
have
by your example.
I have not been a science student, so I'm far away from chemistry,
The
physics, and
technicality, yeah.
biology. So yes, I mean, I think anything creative is something which is very easy for me to be a part of.
What are the plus points of being a sports, and how was the acting industry for you?
See, acting industry is one of the most beautiful industry. It is very welcoming in a way that, if you're doing good, if you're accepted by the audience, if you get their love, it is really motivating. But on the other hand, you also have a lot of critics, and everybody has critics. Even if you are head to toe perfect, and nobody's perfect, I believe, but still you will end up having critics, people who don't like you. So to be into a space wherein you need to understand the mindset of people, what they want, what they don't want, handling criticism, I think all of that is extremely difficult. And being an actor also means you have to be mentally tough, otherwise you won't be able to sustain in this industry. Other than just being in front of the camera, behind the camera is also a lot of struggle, especially for the ones who are not coming from an acting background or who don't have godfathers in the industry. It is extremely difficult. I personally have been very, very fortunate to get some really good opportunities, and I feel proud to be a part of the projects I have played role in, and you know, be it Arzu in Diya or Bati Hum, Sushil in Ikyavan, Nimeen, my first Punjabi film Arjun, Sonali in my second Punjabi film Bailars, or be it Unni Maya the warrior in Mamangam, which was my debut opposite Mammootty sir. So yes, I mean, I've played some really beautiful characters, and I look forward to work. I mean, I think what has driven me in these 4 5 years of being an actor is facing the camera, the challenges um, it gets you, the way you mentally, physically prepare yourself to face those challenges is a process which is extremely interesting, and it is extremely adventurous, to be honest.
Right. And also, how was your childhood? Like you were into multiple things, or just into acting, or growing up you wanted to be a corporate woman,
Gro-
or you just wanted to focus on sports?
Growing up, I wanted to do everything what I'm not doing right now. So growing up, I wanted to be an artist. Growing up, I wanted to join army. Growing up, I wanted to be a pilot, but I'm not doing anything as of now. And life had different plans for me, and I just went with the flow. And I think that is how people in general should also accept life. Sometimes we want to do something, but God has bigger plans for us. So we should kind of take that extra risk, or should be smart enough to analyze and judge things around us so that we can choose accordingly for our benefit, and see life in a different way, that everything is not meant for us, and everything is not meant to be there how we think it should be. So I think
Very
that's life, and you should just enjoy whatever is coming your way. You should worry about money, to be honest, but it is always secondary. What is what is primary is your passion, the dedication you give into your work, and with what happiness your work gives you at the end of the day. Are you able to peacefully sleep with yourself at night is something which is extremely important. So yes, I mean, it's just a roller coaster, and I today, after talking to you, I'm actually realizing that I should start painting again. Like I told you that I wanted to be an artist, so I think that is something I'm going to do soon.
Well, why not? It's very clear by your example that you can do a lot of things.
Sure, ma'am.
Shruti,
And actually, even I related to you when you said that you wanted to become an artist and a whole lot of different things. So even I related to you. So how did you choose that sports is the thing that you have to do? Like this is the thing that I want to do.
See, sports happened to me something exactly how acting happened to me. So I've always been a very tall girl, basis Indian standards. Which in a way I take it like when people tell me, "Oh, you're so tall." I think in my head, maybe you are not tall enough. I'm normal and you're short. So it's just the way you think and it's just the way you take it. And of course, be from an average Indian female height, I'm really tall. I'm 5'11", and I was what 5'8" when I was in class seventh. And that is when my school coach he said, "Ki, you're really tall, and why don't you play basketball? Because it is always an advantage in basketball if you're a tall person." So that is how basketball happened. And I was a kid, and I used to enjoy being on the court, bunking my classes for being under the sun and playing all the time. So that is something I enjoy, and that's how the passion for basketball began. And I ended up playing basketball for Delhi at a very young age, sub juniors. That's where I started from. And in college, I played netball for India. So eventually, I represented at almost every level in two different sports. By the time I decided that, it's time to kind of break this and get into something new, wherein I see the growth in my career and me growing as a professional in life. So, yeah, that has been my journey, more or less. And that's how sports happened to me.
and also Miss Prachi, I've been following her up on Instagram for quite a long time. So I'd love to know, how do you handle social media?
With a pinch of salt. It is a part of my profession, to be honest. It's so difficult for me to be constantly on camera, recording what I'm
On
eating, what
camera.
I'm doing. But that is the need of the hour, to be honest. And initially, it used to affect me in a way that I didn't like when people used to say anything bad about me or my work or about my physicality. But with time, I figured that they're just some we really sad people out there who are just taking out their frustration, messaging on random accounts,
Yeah.
messaging me. They don't even know anything about me, and they just people are there to say bad. But I've learned one thing, Atul, in the entire process, and Shruti as well, that it is extremely important for us as humans to be kind to each other, because today we three are talking to each other. I might be going through a different volcano in my mind or in my life. Atul can be going through something really happy, or Shruti can be going through something really disaster, and we are having a conversation on a platform. But God has given us a mind to think and to be good to people around us. Like, I don't want to judge Atul if he says something out of innocence, or Shruti if she says something or asks me something out of excitement. And I don't need to take it to my ego, or I don't need to take it to my heart. We need to be kind with each other. We need to give that benefit of doubt to the other person. I
Yes.
think that is something which is extremely important nowadays. And social media is there. I mean, it's not life. We have made it our life. The technologies, all these companies, all this money pumping in this industry has made it a very, very important part of our life. We need to understand that.
And
There
also
was
the
a
current
life
pandemic.
before. Yeah, there was a life before this as well, right? फोन भी नहीं होते थे,
Yeah.
ईमेल मतलब कंप्यूटर डेस्कटॉप होते थे जो पेरेंट्स सिर्फ दिन में 1 घंटे के लिए यूज करने के लिए देते थे. कितने सालों बाद घर में कंप्यूटर आया था. We can't forget those times, right? मतलब अगर
Yeah.
I used to be out playing nationals in various states in India. So I still remember हम PCO पे जाके अपने parents को phone करके बताते हैं अच्छा हम ठीक हैं, हम अच्छे से पहुंच गए. So I still remember those times. And we can't forget our roots. We can't forget where we are coming from. It's good. I mean, we need to take this digital space in a very, very happy, positive way, but we don't need to degrade each other in there. We don't have that right. Nobody has given us that right. If you can't be good to anyone, you should not be bad to anyone.
So,
And after this, there's okay, Shruti, you go.
yeah, so Prachi, so you're from the acting background as well. So I would want to ask you that how do you think that theaters can also impact your acting skills, or what do you think is better, theater or TVs?
Theater or, sorry?
Theater or Bollywood or TV series that we usually do?
See, so TV, movies, and theater, all three are different. It's like three different streams we are studying. And it is, I respect theater artists because I feel that I don't think I am so prompt and so good at my work that I can just stand in front of a huge audience and perform without any retakes. So I'm not coming from that background because, as I told you, I never aspired to become an actor. But there's a lot of respect I have for those people, the kind of emotion and the kind of the way they need to bring that emotion out of us to kind of for us to feel for the viewers to feel that a story is something live that they get out of the entire topic or the subject they are performing on. Whereas films and TVs always have retakes. You for
Yeah.
n number of times, if you're not performing, there can always be cut action again. So, and TV is like a regular job. I feel movies is something which is more creative. It is short lived. 35-40 days में एक picture खत्म हो जाती है. And जो single framing of a film is extremely different from framing of a television show, because television is all about your closes, because of all about your expressions. So there is a very set pattern how all the three different fields are different aspects of different I won't say industry, it's the same industry after all, but it's performing arts and three different ways of doing that.
Yes, and also we've been
So while
contributing to the Udan project, right?
I had
Recently.
worked on that, yes, in Accenture in
Yes,
2015. Yeah.
yes. So I'd like to
I
know
don't
more
know
about
if it's still live or not. So basically, what we used to do is it was a project by NSCC, National Skill Development Corporation, an initiative by Modi government, wherein they wanted the people of Jammu and Kashmir, the youth of Jammu and Kashmir, they wanted them to make them feel a part of India, and there were companies who were working on a set number of candidates who had to be mobilized from Jammu and Kashmir to various metropolitan cities in India, and they had to be trained for up to 3 months, and it was responsibility of the government plus these companies to help them get relevant jobs in metropolitan cities. So that was the initiative I was working on, and I have traveled Jammu and Kashmir a lot during that time, and I've interacted with Jammu and Kashmir candidates. I still remember, actually, to be honest, yesterday only I received a call from this random call from New Zealand saying, "Ma'am, do you remember us? We were together during that project Udan." And I was like, yes, it was long, long back. Sorry, I don't remember you. But he was like, it's so good to see you doing so well, and you're stuck in New Zealand, and it's just nice. I had your number, so I thought, I'll just say hello to you, and it is just so nice to speak to you. So it's just, I still remember people recalling me or remembering me from what 5-6 years back. It feels good somewhere, and maybe I have done something good to make them feel good about themselves is the reason they are remembering me. क्योंकि कौन किसको
that.
करता है, nobody has so much
Right,
time.
right.
Yeah,
good
so
things
that was
always
the
come back.
project I worked on. Yeah, sorry.
Good things always come back to you.
Yes, they do.
And I'm very keen about your acting, ma'am, because acting is something that needs some preparation, because there are different roles you get to play. So, what kind of preparation do you actually do before getting into some particular character?
See, it is a lot of brainstorming and sitting with the director, understanding the character from his or her perspective, and what gets into the story, what is the background of the character. So it is just, see, I don't take it very with a lot of pressure, to be honest. I just go with the flow, and the way I'm narrated about the character, I just start feeling about that character in my mind, because we do come across a lot of different kinds of people in our life. So it's just that when you're in front of the camera, you just need to keep Prachi away. Like, you have left that soul outside the camera, and you're entering into the frame with a new perspective as a new person. And how is that specific character going to think and talk? So, these are small little things which I've learned and which my directors have taught me, and which I focus on. And then there comes your dialogue. Once you are prepared with the script, once you know that what you're going to do, then it becomes all the more easy to play with your emotions and with your acting. So yeah, I
Right,
mean,
ma'am.
more or less, this is what goes on behind preparing for an actor, and for a specific character the actors end up playing for films, TV, or theater.
Right, ma'am. And there's one more question that I'd like to ask, ma'am. That you started out being the captain of the Indian netball team at a very young age. So, how has your journey been from being the youngest captain of the Indian netball team to holding the title of Queen of the Court and Lass of the Ring? So, how has the journey been as an Indian sportswoman? Because we know that women in India face a little problem, in that way, difficulties that are challenges that they face.
Yeah, so Shruti, there are challenges everywhere, I believe, and I still remember Lass of the Rings was the title I was given when I was 13 years old, and I was the youngest player from Delhi team who was representing the senior category, and it was a title given to me by Indian Express. And Queen of the Court happened to me when I played India almost after 8 9 years, and it was the title was given to me by Times of India, and it feels really good. I feel proud. My family feels proud of it, and it is always a motivation, and nothing more, nothing less. I think I still feel that I have done nothing in life, and there's a long way to go, and there's so much to life, that what I need to do, what I need to become, and what I need to give back to the society. So there's still a very, very long way to go, but it is always a very, very proud feeling. I like to present myself as a sports person first and then an actor. My first love will always be basketball, because what basketball has given me is the reason I am what I am today.
Right, ma'am. So true, ma'am. And also, ma'am, since you're from different domains and different fields of what kind of difficulties did you face while transitioning from one domain to the other? Because I know people get just one domain is handling one domain is so difficult. So how did you manage all these different professions? Because me being student handling so many subjects is a difficult task for me. So how did you do that?
So, as I told you, sports prepared me for it. Being on the court, handling that win, handling that match which you lose, is something which mentally prepares you. Even if you don't, in spite of the fact that you're not aware that you are being prepared for bigger challenges in life, but that happens. That grooming happens at a very young age. So yeah, that makes you mentally tough. And as I told you, that I've always been this person who is really hardworking and a very quick learner. Those are two aspects which have always helped me. I was not a very confident girl uh, till the time I became the captain of the Indian netball team in Commonwealth Games. I was a very shy person, and I used to feel that in case I take this initiative, what are people going to think? And मेरी टीम की लड़कियां सोचेंगी that I am doing it intentionally to gain attention, or I'm talking to the coach, going and talking to my coaches. Like, we had a female coach in from Sri Lanka in Commonwealth Games. So girls का mindset that अच्छा ये चापलूसी कर रही है, और इसको she's trying to gain extra brownie points after talking to the coaches and being close to them so that she can benefit. But to be honest, I never thought like that. But though आसपास vibes थे, the kind of people I had, I was skeptical. I used to think about all these things कि लोग क्या कहेंगे. But eventually, you understand. Life tells you कि लोगों का काम है कहना, वो कुछ तो कहेंगे. Correct, that famous
Right.
dialogue from the film. But if you're right, if your intention is right, if your intent is correct, you don't need to be scared of anyone. It's as
Right.
simple as that.
Right. So, ma'am, there's one more question that I have. You said that you've been in marketing and you've handled many international projects as well. So, what are some of the tips that you'd like to give to the young audiences that we are having today for this event?
मुझे इतना पता है that the practical knowledge, if when you actually go to an office or work with people around you, that knowledge is something what is not taught to us in our books. See, being a
Right.
sports person, I've never attended classes, to be honest. I've always been out, I've always been bunking, I've always been playing. My teachers, my professors, even during my MBA days, my HR placement officer used to be after my like, काची तुम्हारा कुछ नहीं हो सकता, तुम्हें जॉब नहीं मिलेगी, तुम ऐसे ही तुम क्लासेस अटेंड नहीं करते हो, तुम्हारे अच्छे मार्क्स नहीं आएंगे, तुम फेल हो जाओगे. And those are the same people and the teachers and the lecturers who today call me up and they congratulate me. So somewhere you need to see, I won't say they were wrong. I mean, but it's just that somewhere I had it within me that I have to prove them wrong. कि ऐसा नहीं होता. If I'm playing for my, because see, I was being a sports person, them being lecturers will never understand my life as a sports person until and unless they have seen it. And maybe it can be the other way around also. They were also suggesting me, advising me basis their experience,
On
and I
their
was never
experiences.
understood. Even I never understood. But eventually I did something good for myself and they ended up congratulating me and respecting me, something which I always needed. That motivation, that encouragement is always good. So yeah, I mean, you don't need to worry about what people say, and you just need to do your thing. And to be honest, मैंने नहीं attend करी कभी कोई classes, and I used to be the one who used to go and give the exams, study before one day and maybe that specific night before the exam. तो जितना भी करती थी अच्छे से करती थी because I had a very sharp mind and I didn't score very good marks, but I was a good average, above average student. And I think that worked for me, and it is okay. Not everybody can get 100% what these geniuses are getting these days. Like I'm like, people don't make mistakes. I mean, people are actually getting 100%. It's crazy.
Right.
And it feels so unreal, to be honest.
Completely. Ma'am, just one last question from my side. Who, what is that one advice or mantra that you've lived by, and what is that one mantra or advice you would like to share with the fellow audience?
See, I always say this one thing, that keep working hard. Don't leave any opportunity which comes your way, because opportunity doesn't knock your door every time. Maybe you just get that one specific opportunity that is going to change your life, but you need to be smart enough to take it. You just need to be smart enough to take that extra step and reach towards that opportunity to turn it into your favor. And willpower, I think willpower is something which is extremely important for you to have when you're succeeding in life. No matter what you're doing, you need to have strong willpower to not give up. So I say it as how to be successful. HOW, it's hard work, opportunity, and willpower. So I think it is a combination of these. It is a combination of these three things, and it's been almost 8-10 years when I figured that out, while I was giving a speech in IIM Kashipur. Yes, I still remember. In 2016, I was invited there, and while I was giving a speech for the first time there, this is what I came up with randomly, and people really liked it, and I think that this is something which is interesting, and people are going to have it in their mind to be able to follow it. And it's very simple. You don't take life too seriously. There are going to be hurdles. If your personal life is good, there is a possibility your professional life has some issues. If your professional life is good, there is a possibility you have issues in your personal life. But you need to find your peace of mind. You need to find the reason of your existence in this world. You need to find people around you who loves you, who feels happy for you for whatever you do or whatever you don't. You should have people by the end of the day to share how your day went. I think that is something which is important, and nothing else matters in life. Is just life, and you don't know about tomorrow. I don't know whether I'm going to live after 5 minutes or not. So just live out and just be happy.
And also, you've been into a lot of careers, as you can say, from sports to corporate, and then to acting, the ultimate. And now,
I'm also planning politics next.
Ma'am, you have to wait.
that will be something I'll be really looking forward to. And coming from India, do you think did your family support you for this changing background so quick, working
So
hard
my
so much hard for sports and then going for corporate and then shifting to acting?
एक
How
बात
how
बताऊं, if you want to do something in life, nobody can stop you. So family
uh,
support will always be there. See, family support won't be there until and unless you're trying for it. Family support will always be there once
exactly
you've achieved something. So don't think about family. You do what you are passionate about. That is the most
that
important.
that's one of the latest thing I've heard. Families will
So
support only if you
don't
achieve something.
don't you agree with me? See, if
Totally, I
you
totally 100% agree with you.
see, I wanted to be a sports person. My family said, क्या करेगी खेल कर? पढ़ लोगे तो अच्छे कॉलेज में भी एडमिशन हो जाएगा. You'll be a teacher, and then you'll have a stable job after marriage. You can handle kids. You will also have have a job with you. But I never had that in my mind. I was like, I want to do graduation. I want to, see what life is. I had easily gotten admission into JBT after 12th on sports quota. I didn't even do anything for it, but I didn't want to do it. I fought with my parents. No, this is not something I want to do. And I went to college. I played for India. I became the youngest captain of the Indian team, and everything changed. There was no
Yes,
stopping for anything. And parents were also like, you do whatever you want to do. We are with you. So I'm telling you, it's you who need to decide. Parents only have an issue of security. I won't say they are wrong on their part, to be honest, because they have seen
agree.
life. They're more experienced, and they have seen more more bitterness in terms of everything around them more than us, because they're more experienced. So their concern is always, especially for the girls, it's always safety. कि मतलब घर से बाहर दूर बच्चा ठीक हो. There's
Mhm.
so much happening around. So safety is the most important for both boys and girls. गलत संगत में ना पड़ जाए. They don't start
That
doing
is a
drugs
big
or bad
concern.
company, and
Yes.
whatnot. Then we also have parents who have that middle class mindset, wherein they want to know everything from their kids what they're doing outside, but they also want to react to it. So both the things can't go together. you know
Uh, yes. There's
so
a
but
song that plays in the background that goes like "Story of My Life."
so
Almost
yes, I
everyone,
mean,
everyone faces this in a
huh,
daily life.
yeah. So see,
This is the
those are
story of
typical
everyone.
parents I'm talking about. So it is your life. Take a stand for it. It is your decision. You have to make your life. You have to do what you want to do. Trust me, if you're doing good, and if your intent is good towards doing that thing for your career or profession, then even your parents will support you eventually. They will understand you.
And also, since you've been shifting careers, and one more thing, how do you maintain such a positive outlook? Is it now? Was it before? In the
It is
sports
it
and
is
all the
because
industries?
of people. It is because of people like Atul and Shruti. and Smith who reached out to me, and all the others who are watching me live. You guys are my motivation, and you guys bring that positive outlook. Trust me, every interaction or every interview I have, and every time I'm asked these questions about my life, you people make me feel good that I have done something different. I've done something interesting that people want to know about me. People want to know about my struggles. People want to know how I have felt inspired to do so much in life, or whatever little I have done. So it is all of you who keeps me positive. And yes, I, to be honest, देखो बुरा सबकी लाइफ में होता है. There are all our lives have negative positive impacts, or positive negative people also. But you need to, out of everything, out of all the issues we have, I always try to see positive out of it. अगर मेरे साथ कुछ बुरा भी हो जाता है ना, मुझे लगता है बुरा इसलिए हुआ है क्योंकि कुछ ना कुछ इसी चीज से अच्छा होने वाला है.
अच्छा होगा.
Yeah, if I felt hurt about something, or I also am very vulnerable person, Atul and Shruti, and I cry a lot, to be honest. I cry on every little small thing I'm emotional about. आप मुझे कोई, if you know, touch that string of mine right now in an interview, I'll start crying right now also. So I'm that emotional of a person. But those emotions comes with a very strong inherent confidence, which helps me to see life from a different perspective and with a different outlook. I think that is extremely important. And हर चीज में अच्छा ढूंढना, और हर चीज को एक positive outlook से लेना, I think that is something which makes me stronger with time. And I call myself God's favorite. भगवान ने कभी बुरा किया नहीं है, तो जब भी कुछ ऐसा लगा कि बुरा हुआ है, तो इवेंचुअली पता लगता है 4-5 साल बाद, अच्छा वो इसलिए हुआ था बिकॉज ये होना था.
Yes, exactly.
वो हम मोमेंटरी, बिकॉज सी सफरिंग इज ऑलवेज पर्सनल. अतुल जो सफर कर रहा है वो मैं तू मुझे सब कुछ बता भी देगा तो भी मुझे नहीं समझ में आएगा, बिकॉज इट इज वेरी पर्सनल टू यू. You know the history, geography, and of that specific incident or that specific emotion. So आपका मुझे बता के आपका दिल हल्का हो जाएगा, but suffering आपकी खुद की रहेगी, and even to come out of it, it is your personal outlook.
One more thing I'd like to ask you, how do you manage this? From this, you are the peak of sports. You won the 54th National Award, right? And then shift into a corporate job. People usually think that sports is your passion, so you don't go for a corporate job. It's like the other way around, right? That's not how people do it. It's like you are in the corporate job and then you realize, oh, I'm a sports person. So you run out and start playing, and then you're successful. You started sports and then you're like, I want to do a corporate job.
So see, I'd already achieved everything in sports. I became the youngest captain. Under my captaincy, Indian team won its first medal. But I didn't see a career happening there. There were no scholarships. There were no career opportunities because I was playing for India. There was no match fee. So I think at that time I was a little smart enough to judge कि ठीक है 21 साल की उम्र तक, now parents have already sponsored me. There was no issues. Moving forward, I need to earn my own living. I need to have my own life. So is sports going to be of any help? Especially the kind of sports which I have given my time to, and which I have given my efforts to? The answer was a big no. So that was the reason I focused my entire attention on my education. I completed my MBA and I thought that maybe I'll start afresh, because वो एक excitement होती है कि यार corporate में लोग कैसे काम करते हैं. You know, how do people earn money in that real world out there, and big offices and whatnot. So Accenture gave me that reality check of having 2 lady bosses, extremely difficult. Me starting as an intern after being the captain of the Indian team, and starting as an intern wherein I'm treated as an intern. So that was again a very tough, adventurous, happy, interesting phase of my life.
Oh, that smile
wherein
on
I
your
got
face,
to learn a lot.
that
Sorry,
smile on your face was that you enjoyed that whole journey, that
I
full
did.
process.
I'm very happy. So if you're asked me this question at that time, I would have literally, gone gaga in, saying all the bad and the negative things about how the corporate culture is all about. But to be honest, today, if you ask me, I'm still in touch with one of my bosses. She's adorable. If I want to talk and take any advice, I call her up. We're so close to each other. Her name is Archana Mahajan, and she was extremely difficult. Like she used to make me work for 10 hours. Like मैं ऑफिस में भी 8 घंटे काम करती थी, मैं घर जाके भी वो मुझे काम पे लगा के रखती थी. And कैसा काम? Calling. Like I've literally done calling in Accenture initially as an intern, and I had a role of basically managing the corporate workforce. So the kind of internal events and engagement activities we do as an HR for the internal workforce of the organization. So that is the kind of things we used to do. And but what I learned, like basic etiquettes of how to have a professional communication on mail, on call, that setup of a corporate world, I think that is something which Accenture groomed me for, and it still helps me today. I have like 4-5 interns working under me, and I guide them the same thing. I suggest them the same thing. I tell them that this is how you should do. This is how you should talk to a client. This is how you should approach people. These are small little things in life which really matters a lot.
Yes,
So that is what
and also,
Accenture, yeah.
yes, and also Smith is asking, where did you enjoy the most? Being an actor, a sports person, or working in a corporate, or painting? As you said, you're gonna start painting.
I'm going to start it. So let's focus on only those three things. I cannot compare those three different fields with each other. I think all the three different fields have, got a different, star or a star on my personality in very different ways. Being a sports person have helped me being confident and gain that respect when I meet people. Being a corporate woman has helped me being very, having your own strong personality and representing people like that, representing myself in front of people like that. And being an actor has made me reach out to more and more people to spread my work, or for them to showcase my work too. Like now, there I have a larger audience because of me being an actor who can listen to me, who can hear me out. So I think all these three fields have contributed in very different ways to what I am today.
Yeah, but as an actress, it affects how much number of people you affect, how many lives you can change, how many
Correct.
people you impact.
It has given me that wider audience to reach out to for anything. It can be sending across a message, showcasing my talent, showcasing my character through a TV or a film or a show. So it has given me that wide range to reach out to people.
And also, as you said, Bollywood and TV serials are the same. So you also worked in many short films. So there are many content creators in our team and in our college also who'd like to know what are short films and how do they impact, and how many people they impact, and is the future of
See,
short films? Do you think there's a
short
future for short films?
Of course, I mean, short films are very content oriented film. आपका छोटा सा जो भी आपका एक thought है, how you present it in that specific time is something which a short film is all about. And ज़्यादा पैसा नहीं लगता. The production doesn't take a lot of money to show someone or to create that subject and that story through different people, to present it to people. So, for example, Atul wants to make a short film today, and he's an aspiring actor or a director, and he has his interest, and he has to showcase his work to the world, or he has to showcase his work to one of the best directors to work for him as his assistant and enter into the industry. So you have an access to create that short film basis you. It doesn't require a lot of budget, as I said, to create it and to present it to people. So of course, I mean, there are a lot of film festivals in which short films are shown, and various content-oriented films are shown, and also content is the hero these days. It is
Yes,
just
definitely.
that it is just that how you present it in front of the people. एक छोटा सा
Yes.
थॉट, आजकल बड़ी बड़ी अच्छी फिल्में बन रही हैं. थप्पड़, एक थप्पड़ पे पूरी 2-2.5 घंटे
Yeah.
की फिल्म बन जाती है. टॉयलेट एक प्रेम कथा, पैडमैन, these are small little issues,
Oh,
but इन पे तो बड़ी
yes.
बड़ी फिल्में बनी है. एंड शॉर्ट फिल्म इज
Yes.
समथिंग के छोटे टाइम में आप कैसे अपना मैसेज ऑडियंस को देते हो. एंड सिनेमा इज अ वेरी क्रिएटिव एंटरटेनिंग medium to reach out to the masses.
Right, ma'am. And also there is a question from by Aditya Patane. He asks, what qualities you gained as a sports person?
Well, I've already said it to you. I mean, whatever I'm today talking is all sports. Is all whatever sports has taught me, and of course, confidence, team working skills, leadership skills. Having a cool mindset in any kind of heated environment you are a part of while being a sports person, or that quarterfinal or semi-final match you win with 1 point, and then having a mindset to compete against a better or a difficult team in your finals, to have that calm of winning and to have that sustainability in your mind to compete, and having that mindset before your match is something which is very important. And it's the same thing that happens before facing the camera as well. So I kind of relate everything that happens in my life to sports, and that really helps me out being tough and being more confident and being more flexible to what I do and what I don't.
Yes, and there's another question from Amol Darade, and that is, any special memories you would like to share from any sets or any auditions that you've ever given?
Oh, there are so many of them. Like in our entertainment industry, it is all about every
Memories.
project is all about memories. Every day is all about memories, because every day is a different day. कभी कभी होता है, you don't have your dress on time, your makeup is not good, you're getting late, and the production is after your life. Then kitna, like my film Mamangam, which I was part of, I still remember that I was doing 51, my second show for Star Plus at that time, and I was not free at all. The only day I had was 26th of January 2018, when I could go and give an audition. So I told them that, see, that's the only day I have, otherwise I'm shooting in Bombay. So you please decide and let me know. So they were like, no problem, ma'am. You take a morning flight from Bombay to Kochi. You come here, give audition, and you can go back. And I went to Kochi. I gave an audition. Beautiful city. I went there for the first time, and I was crying after the audition. I was so angry that I just got this one day off, and why it was so tough. I gave such a bad audition. I was not prepared. I don't know Malayalam at all, and there were so many people standing in front of me, and I couldn't deliver the dialogues because I had very less time, and I was not given the dialogue. The clothes are not of my size, and I was feeling uncomfortable. So there was so much of angst that why couldn't have I just been in Bombay, taken a day off, chilled out. And the very next day, I get a call from the director of the same film that you have been shortlisted. I was like, I was like, seriously? And he was like, yes, and we really liked you, and the way you grasped everything so quickly. We feel that you, and the way you look, the way your personality is, the way your emotions were, and we would want you on board. That's how Mamangam happened to me. So
That must have been
there
really
are
shocking.
yeah, and there are a lot of, कभी कभी क्या होता है, जब आप एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे होते हो ना, तो आपके साथ कुछ नहीं होता. जब आप एक्सपेक्टेशंस नहीं रखते ना, तो जब चीजें हो जाती है तो बड़ा मजा आता है. So that is
Exactly.
another thing which I've learned, especially being in this industry, क्योंकि everything is so spontaneous. आज audition दिया, कल पता लगता है नहीं हुआ, या कॉल ही नहीं आता, या हो जाता है तो फिर कॉल आता है. तो every day is a new day. Every day is a new challenge. Every day is being mentally tough. Every day is willpower. having stronger and stronger willpower.
Uh,
तो तो ये बहुत होता है, and yeah, I mean, and a lot of memories which can go on and on.
Film industry requires a lot of willpower actually. So Smith Master, the question: whom you have admired while growing up, or you admire currently? Any role models from industry?
So always admired my dad. He's always been a very, very hardworking person. I always value his words and the lessons of life he always taught me. And I always have admired my grandmother, my nanny. She is this one rock star lady I've seen. She used to be the principal of a government school. She got awarded like those. She was one amongst the top 20 teachers who were awarded in India, and she was given an award by Sheila Dikshit ma'am, and she is rock solid. I mean, I think these are the two people from my own family and currently any role industry. I think Priyanka Chopra is doing wonders.
Yeah.
The kind of willpower, the kind of uh, zeal she has for life is something I don't even have words for it. I mean, what she has done, I don't think anybody in coming generations in India can do.
Well, you can't say that. There are people who might be taking you as a role model. It's
So
But
so we
something
have
what she
nothing.
has done is something commendable. I mean,
yeah.
coming from nowhere,
Yes,
being Miss India, Miss World, then Bollywood, then after so
Hollywood.
many struggles she have gone through, and then the way she turned around her life in spite of all the bad happened to her is something what we need to learn from her.
And yes, ma'am. So here we have a question from the audience. Jayashree Mhatre asks, ma'am, can you tell us some qualities and things that a captain of a team should inculcate?
Hi Jayashree. So first and foremost thing is that you need to be extremely patient. Extremely patient to to deal with, especially since I was from a women's team, and it is extremely difficult to handle girls. So it was so it was very difficult to handle their ego, uh, uh, because girls by nature are jealous human beings. So it was extremely difficult to handle that. And I was very young, to be honest. I was just 21 years old, and so much happened at that age. And you just need to be strong, more patient, and more dedicated and focused.
Right, ma'am.
And you've been quite active on Instagram, I've seen for quite a while.
Yes.
And how do you manage with all this, with this now, movies and Instagram? Being a part of a social media, being part of the Bollywood industry, how do you think Instagram has an impact on this? Do you get calls or offers based on your Instagram profile? Ki, hey, I checked Insta profile. Would you do this and that? Does it happen?
Nice. So it is a part of my work, and I've finally figured that out. And especially after COVID, when everything has been digitalized, it is a part of uh, anybody's and everybody's life who want to make a career out of the digital world. So that's a good thing that has happened. If you're innovative, if you have some ability to do something creative, the world is your platform through digital media. So it is difficult, but it is extremely important. And I do manage my Instagram handle, and it is a proper task. Like, I do have to give 2 to 3 hours a day to filter my pictures, the way my Instagram should look. When I need to upload a picture on Instagram, and when I need to upload a story. So all those things are there, and I do have a team behind working for me, with me, and who keeps on advising me for all these things. So yes, it is important, and I do it myself.
We all hope that you hit 300K followers as early as possible.
Not yet. वो अभी 300 हुआ था, but then I lost 5,000 when
Yeah,
there was
I
this
just checked it,
down.
295K,
Yeah.
295.1 as of this
So I
morning.
think, because Instagram also, has gotten very strict, and I think they're pushing on to promotions. and
Yes.
they want people to invest in the promotions, and that is why that's another reason why the followers are not increasing the way they were before.
Right,
Yes,
ma'am.
digital marketing has come a long way. And also, we have a great question from Sri Raksha, which says, "What radical things must change in order for women's sports to be taken as seriously as men?"
Sorry, what radical things must change in order for women's sports to be taken seriously as men's? I think only time can do that. And as I said, कि हमें जब शुरुआत करते हैं about proving ourselves, that starts from our family. So I think in last from the time when I have stopped playing, I think girls like Saina Nehwal, PV Sindhu, the Indian kabaddi girls team, hockey team, the cricket team, they have done wonders, and people's mindset, the mindset of people have actually changed after that, and Mary Com is there, and then so many. Saina Mirza has been there. I mean, I was very young when she was a star in India, and it will take time in our country. That is a very unfortunate part, but things are changing, and हमें रिटर्न्स कब मिलते हैं जब हम मेडल ले आते हैं, उससे पहले हमें कोई नहीं पूछता. मतलब हम जिस दिन मेडल ले आते हैं उस दिन हम करोड़पति बन जाते हैं. मतलब ऑल द स्टेट्स विल गिव अस कार्ड्स, लग्जरी कार्ड्स, दे विल गिव अस crores of money as scholarship in our accounts, and फिर वो mindset of a sports person is on a different level altogether, because पहले तो कभी किसी ने पूछा नहीं और एकदम से इतना सब कुछ दे दिया. So that is something which is a disbalanced approach from the government, which is there in our society, and which is not good, which is not even healthy. So there should be set criteria. I've always told, wherever I go in these sports forums, and I always say that there should be a pattern, a system which needs to be followed, and wherein people needs to be recognized for their work that they're doing, be it any industry.
Right, ma'am. And in India, I think women's sport is quite estimated, and not many are
It is.
that interested in women's
It is, and
sport. Like,
unfortunately, basketball and netball. मुझे आज तक लोग बोलते हैं अच्छा आप वॉलीबॉल खेलते थे, अच्छा आप हैंडबॉल खेलते थे, अच्छा आप फुटबॉल खेलते थे, and I end up telling them कि none of these. I used to play basketball and netball, and they are very different sports from the sports which you have just named. So till the
right,
date, I tell them, and people don't even know what these sports are. So it's very sad.
right,
Uh,
ma'am.
so
Also,
can you
ma'am, you
tell us about your recent ventures that you're going into?
So
Recent ventures
I,
and projects.
unfortunately, COVID is again on a rise in Bombay, and I'll be doing a short
Yes.
film very soon. And I've just done a music video as well, and I have just signed in as a brand ambassador of a herbal brand in Jaipur. So yeah, these are some of the projects I'm working on. I'm working as a celebrity influencer, promoting Indian brands. So basically, Prachi Tehlan for Indian brands hashtag. And I really, I believe that COVID has, shaken up in a lot of ways, and these small businesses have suffered the most. So at least when I am from the fashion industry, if I can do something to support them, to benefit them out of me, I'm happy to do it. So that's an initiative I have been working on since last 2 months with my team right now.
right, ma'am. So we wish you all the best for all your future ventures. And also, ma'am, there's one last thing I would like to ask you, that you've come along a long journey, and you've played many different roles in your professional career. So, what has kept you going, and who has been that one person who was always there to support you, and to be there for you?
My mother. I think mothers are these uh, these angels in our lives who who understands everything and anything before we tell it to them. And mothers always, especially always want their daughters to do uh, professionally well in their lives, because
Right,
no matter how much we talk about equality, it is just that uh, women in last 1 decade have changed drastically, the way they think, the way they carry themselves, their thought process, but somewhere men have not come to the terms of understanding that, and that is an issue. It is an issue even with educated families. So my mother has always been there and she understands me. She always tells me one thing, that you need to love yourself first before you love anybody else in this world, because until and unless you love yourself and you take care of yourself, you can't take care of the world. And what has kept me going is that, I don't know, to be honest, मैं हमेशा बोलती हूँ that I don't think I've earned a lot of money in my life, but I've earned a lot of respect and love from people. I think that is enough for me. And no, actually, I also need money whenever that happens. But jokes apart, I always in my mind, I want to leave a legacy. What that legacy is going to be, how am I going to do that? I have no idea. I'm just going with the flow. I'm just doing my bit of being good to people. I'm just doing my bit of spreading love around me, of spreading happiness around me, of giving my 100% to whatever work I'm a part of. So I think that is something which is in my control. Rest, the world thinks whatever they want to, the world does whatever they want to. I don't have a control on that. But the main goal is that I want to leave a legacy. I want people to remember who Prachi Tehlan was.
Well, you've created many dots of that. It's just the time when you connect those dots as a line. That's all.
True, and I really want to be at that space, or in that situation when I sit back alone and think whether I have been able to achieve what I really wanted to do in life. I really want to experience that one moment in my life.
That feeling of content that you've finally done.
Yes.
The feeling of achievement.
Yes.
And so, ma'am, I think you've left an indelible mark in all of our hearts, because the way you were talking, your journey has been incredible, and even we are inspired the way you addressed all of us. So,
and I'm happy because honestly, I don't have any filters. I mean, I'm just talking to all of you like a buddy,
quite
like.
visible.
And I don't want to think and say things which I don't. I mean, I don't want to think before talking. It's just, why
Yes.
can't I express my views? If I even have filters in that then I won't be inspiring all of you. I need to be
Exactly.
myself, and I need to present myself in a way that struggles and good things or bad things, whatever I have learned in my life, because that is something how I will be able to relate to all of you.
Right. Absolutely, ma'am. So I think we'll wrap up the session now.
Great.
So, yeah, it was a great session, ma'am. Definitely, there was so much to learn from you, and
even I
loved
enjoyed
having
it.
you here, and we'll also
Same
look
here.
forward for your political career.
Yes, ma'am, I have my vote already.
Wish me luck.
You have my vote
All
already.
the best for your political career. We need more leaders like you.
It was just a joke, by the way, as of now, but you never know what happens in life.
Yeah, but we still the many transitions you made. I don't think it's way too far to get into that.
Thank you so much, Atul.
It
Thank
was
you,
great
Shruti.
having you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you. God bless
Thank you,
both
ma'am.
of you. Be happy. And to all the viewers also, thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you for asking me such relevant and good questions. And I'm really proud of you for that, because I do come across very stupid questions from people. But yes, this was an intellectual conversation we had with some interesting topics we tried to focus on. And if there's anything anyone wants to reach out to me for, personally, you can always email me on teamprachitelan@gmail.com, and also you can send me a Instagram message. I do respond to everyone.
We hope that's true for future.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for having me. It was great having you.
Thank
Thank you.
you.